Good morning. Welcome to Thursday morning yoga. We are going to start in a comfortable seat on your mat. Today's practice is going to be called heart stretch, and mostly because we're going to focus our attention right here on the heart space, both the front heart space and the back heart space. So if you want to add more intention than that, heart stretch could mean lots of things. Go ahead and bring that into your practice. And if you are just fine with a morning stretch, then we're just going to make sure that we put some intention in our mind to focus on the heart area, finding some extra space in that part of our body. So join in a seat, sit up tall. In fact, give yourself some intention on thinking about the heart right from the beginning. So stack your heart over your pelvis, a little straighter spine, and stack your chin over your heart, little straighter spine. Sit up tall and feel grounded in the sits bone. So try to relax in the knees and the hips. If you want, go ahead and close your eyes right here. We're just going to take a little bit of time to notice the breath that we brought to the table, to the mat. So nice deep inhales and exhales. Smooth them out, just noticing what you brought with you. We'll try to lengthen the in-breath and lengthen the out-breath. 3 to 4 counts would be good for our practice today. Longer while we're sitting, and then we try to maintain that as we start to stand and move. Close your lips. Make this nose-to-nose breathing. And if you want to up your game a little bit, bring that ocean sound by running the breath over the back throat muscles. Maybe you can make it loud enough to hear in your ears. And with that, we'll bring our attention back to the heart. We'll start to make small circles with the heart. Small at first, nice circles, thinking about that tall spine, and start to grow the circles. In fact, you can grow them so big that you really start to incorporate the shoulders, side bodies, using your hands for some leverage on the knees. Couple more times in one direction. Big, wide circles. Maybe it's rolling a little bit around on the hip sits bones, feeling the hips move side to side. And then bring it slowly back into smaller and smaller circles until you again focus on that heart. Stack the heart over the pelvis and the chin over the heart. Nice tall. And then we'll take it the other way. I feel like I went the same way. Lefts and rights are elusive to me. Nice big circles. Bring the elbows, the shoulders, the hips back into this. Just kind of finding any like kinky spaces that you can smooth out. Any little hitches or glitches. Just check the other direction. And let it get smaller and smaller. Stacking the spine so that you're straight up and down again. Take a couple breaths here. See how they are. Did you smooth them out? And then bring the right hand to the ground. We'll just take a side bend. Again, focus on the heart. So roll the heart towards the sky. Gaze will follow. You'll be looking at your elbow. And a couple breaths here. Let the inhales stretch you deeper. Or the exhales, whatever's working this morning. And then we'll switch sides. It's going to warm up all sides of the body this morning. But really driving home that intention to move from the heart. It's going to change a little bit your practice. And hopefully you'll notice some differences at the end that you wouldn't have come back to center if you hadn't taken that focus. A twist, so left hand on the right knee, right hand behind the hip, and then again moving from the heart space this time. Inhales lift you. Exhales twist. Slowly come back to center, take it to the other side. I like to roll that shoulder open and back. Lets me sit up a little bit taller and reminds me to pay attention to my tight shoulders. All hunched over from texting and Facebooking, I'm sure. Inhale back to center. Let's bring the hands behind the hips. Roll those shoulders down and back the body. Roll them kind of open, and then lift the heart towards the ceiling. Without kinking your neck, you can look up at the ceiling, and then inhales, lift the chest towards the, let's just imagine the back wall. Slowly inhale back to center, and then let's just walk the hands out in front and send the heart towards the floor. So first, long, straight spine. Gaze is still lifted. Sits bones are grounded onto the mat, and then go ahead and tip your chin into your chest. Still reaching forward, but bringing a little bit more alignment to the spine. 2 more breaths here. Make them nice, deep inhales and exhales. Relax the knees and the hip flexors. Walk the hands back up to center. We'll find our way in tabletop. Set this up nice. Wide fingers, flat, tops of the feet flat on the floor. And then lengthen the spine. Crown of the head towards the front, tailbone to the back. Good, that should feel really nice on your spine, just really supported. And from here, we'll take some cats and cows. Again, this time, focusing on lifting the heart towards the front of the room and the tail on the inhales. On the exhale, curve the spine so that the heart shines towards the knees. Take a few more with that intention. Add it in. Come back to that sound of breath in your ears. Let this be a nice stretch on your spine, just noticing the movements. Let it feel like a good morning stretch. Maybe one more of those. Finish up your exhale and then find your neutral spine again, this long, flat back. We'll take some C shapes. Heart goes towards the right side of the mat, hips bump to the left. Full inhale back to center, exhale, take it to the other side. Link breath and movement, 2 to 3 more rounds. Feeling that stretch from the base of your neck all the way down to your tailbone. Nice. And then find neutral spine, flat back. I'm going to crawl a little bit forward here. Send the right toes to the back of the mat, rock back and forth so you can get a stretch in the calf muscle. And then we'll lift the leg as high as the hip, trying to square the hips so that you're not ratcheted out to one side. And then from here, flex the toe, really pull the belly button up into the spine, send the back of the heart towards the sky. 2 breaths here. We're going to roll onto side plank, kneeling side plank. So just kind of kicking your left foot back off the mat, right toes come to the ground, and then we'll open up into this Vashisthasana, side plank. And the goal here is going to be to get a long stretch on this right side. So come onto the knife edge of the right foot. So feeling that knife edge on the mat, and then stretch the bicep up by the ear. Roll the heart to the sky. Lots of energy in your fingertips. Long, straight neck. Feel this long stretch, fingertip to heel. 1 more breath here. And then we'll just roll back to tabletop. Shake the hips side to side. Send the left toes out long, stretch them. And lift the foot as high as the hip, the leg. Maybe rock back and forth just to get that evenness. Stretch, 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 pull the belly button up, heart space to the sky, doming the back. Feel really steady here. And then rock onto side plank. Kickstand with the right foot this time. Our right arm up overhead. Find that knife edge of the left foot. And then send the bicep by the ear if your body will allow. And roll the heart to the sky. 3 breaths here. Nice, deep, smooth inhales and exhales. Push away from the mat, feel really strong and supported. Exhale, bring the hand to the mat, come back to table, and we're just gonna curl the toes under and lift the knees an inch or 2 right here. Pull the belly button up to the spine. Send the crown of the head to the front of the mat. Nice firm abdominals. Build the strength, push away from the mat. Dome the heart towards the sky. 2 more breaths. Pop the hips up to down dog and stretch it out. Pedal one foot and then the other. We're gonna come into a wide down dog. So step the feet as wide as the mat. Your heels can tend outward. So maybe your heels are almost, if they came down to the mat, maybe they would almost come off the edge. Pedal one leg, then the other. And then we're just gonna walk the hands to the back of the mat. We'll be in a wide-legged forward fold at the back of the mat. Bend your knees as generously as needed. Inhale, half lift, make a flat back. Pull the belly button in, and then exhale, fold forward. Nice knee bend. Feel the weight of the head fall towards the ground. This should feel good on the low back and a nice stretch in the back of the legs. But again, you control that with the bend of your knees. Left hand comes under your nose. Inhale, open up the right side body. You might leave your hand up in the sky or bring it behind your back. And it might feel good to bend deep into the left knee, straighten the right leg, and then roll the heart towards the sky. Just a little different way to open up here. One more breath. Unwind, forward fold. Switch hands. Right hand comes in front of your nose. Inhale, lift the left hand. Again, bend deep into the right knee maybe. Wrap the left hand behind the back. Roll the heart open to the left side. 3 more breaths here. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears might feel good. Nice stretch in the back, upper back. On your last exhale, unwind, walk the feet back, come in, bring your feet a little closer together, and then we'll just lower the knees almost to the mat, again hovering here. Dome the back towards the sky. Pull the belly button up to the spine, back of the spine. 2 more breaths. Long spine, can you straighten it out? And then dome it up again, just getting great alignment. Bring the knees as wide as the mat, big toes together, send the hips back. Melt the heart towards the mat, forehead can come to the mat, and right here, just focus on getting heavy in the hips. Nice, gentle hip opener before we start our standing postures. You've got 5 breaths here. Get heavy. Come back to your nice deep inhales and exhales that you can hear in your ears. If you chose another intention to match with your heart, go ahead and come back to that too. After your 5th exhale, we're going to start to come slowly out of this, moving kindly. Pop the hips back up to down dog for our transition. When you're ready, you'll step, walk, or hop forward to a forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, take the half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Bring the hands right through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus, the arms down, send the heart to the sky. 1 more breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, ground down in the heels. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Take a half lift. And we're gonna step the left toes back. So we're on the right side. Come all the way down to the knee, or keep it lifted, your choice here. I'm gonna come down to the knee and uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus the hands down, lift the chest to the sky. Exhale, arms come back up, straighten everything. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground. Left hand's gonna come off the mat, really wide here. And then we'll take a twist. So right hand comes to the sky and really lean into the left hand. Like you're rolling the chest open and almost taking a little back bend here. Inhale, lift, lean a little heavy on that side. Exhale, stretch. One more. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the ground. Uncurl the back toe. And we're just gonna bring the right foot up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take the right toes back. We're on the left side. So knee lowered or lifted, your choice. I'm gonna do the same as I did on the first side. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the chest to the sky. Hold here. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, bring them down around the foot. Right hand comes off the mat. On an inhale, lift the left hands to the sky. Really lean some weight into the right hand. Fingers are spread wide on both hands. Try to lengthen the neck. 2 more breaths here. Enjoying this stretch. Let it open your heart. Maybe you can roll the shoulders back a little bit more. Exhale, bring that left hand to the ground. And we'll come back to down dog. Pedal it out. And here we go. Inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Bend the knee and then stack the hips. Can you roll this heart up? One more breath here. Then bring the hip back in line. And exhale, bring the foot in front, between the hands. We're gonna open up the left foot into, like we're coming into warrior 2. So pivot the left foot, and on an inhale, come right all the way up into warrior 2. Sink down low. Gaze goes over the right shoulder, the right fingertips. 3 breaths here. We're only going to do this one time through, but we're going to make it count. Then let's reverse, keeping the nice deep lunge. Right hand comes up and over. Again, rotate the chest towards the sky. Little minute movements. But that focus is right there in the heart. Lunge a little bit deeper. And then exhale, bring the right elbow to the right knee. Left hand to the sky. Roll the chest up. 3 breaths here. Deep lunge. And the inhale, we'll come back to the reverse, and we're just gonna dance this out. So full inhale, pause. Exhale, come into side angle. Full exhale. Pause. Inhale, reverse. Pause. Exhale, side angle. Nice deep lunge. Take it 3 more times, your breath measure. Pausing at the top of the inhales and at the bottom of the exhales. 2 more. You could grow these really big if you want to. We're just going to keep it nice and light. Last time, come into your side angle, and then let's straighten the right knee and make this triangle. 3 breaths in triangle. Roll the chest up to the sky. Drop the shoulders. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down, bend into the right knee. We're just gonna step back into down dog. From down dog, let's take a little transition before we take the next side. Hover the knees. You can stay in down dog or hover the knees, 3 breaths. Send the back of the chest to the sky. Belly button to the spine. You're so strong. This is awesome. And then pop the hips back up to down dog. Left leg comes to the sky. Bend the knee, stack and open. 3 breaths here. Feel the left foot get heavy coming towards the floor. Roll the chest up. Feel the stretch in the back, upper back body. Inhale, square the hip. Exhale, bring the foot between the hand. Pivot the right foot so that you can come all the way up into warrior 2. 3 breaths. Shoulders down the back, nice deep lunge. Gaze over the middle finger or the little finger. Flip the left palm, let's reverse it. 3 breaths here. Feel that stretch in the side body. Be heavy in the hips. Exhale, come into side plank. Side plank. Come into side angle. Don't come into side plank. Gaze goes up. Feel the chest rotate as you drop the right shoulder back a little bit more in space. Nice, strong legs. And here we go. Inhale, reverse. Pause. Exhale, side angle. Go ahead and dance it out. You've got 4 more. Nice, intentional, smooth, thoughtful. Can you bring your attention back to your heart? Let that space in your body lead your movements. So much metaphor in there. When you come back into side angle, pause, and then straighten the left knee, come into triangle. Now really roll the chest up. Gaze goes up. 2 more breaths. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back into down dog. And 1 more time, hover the knees. 3 breaths. Go ahead and lower the knees. We're going to come right down to the belly. Hands by your underneath. Let's see, palms underneath your shoulder. We're going to take baby cobra. So go ahead and put your forehead on the ground. And on inhale, we're going to start to roll the chest forward, roll the heart up. If you can, lift the hands off the ground. So it's really your body doing the lifting. Drop the shoulders down. Exhale, come all the way back down. 2 more just like that. On an inhale, lift the forehead, chest, heart, fingertips off the ground. Feet are firmly planted into the mat. Exhale, forward, fold down. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Take it slow. Pause at the top of your breath. Exhale, lower down. Great. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlace them if you can. If not, palms are going to be by your side, palms facing the ceiling. If you can, bring your hands together, clasp them, roll the shoulders down the back. Try to send the hips towards your, or the fingers towards your feet. And your choice, if you have your feet together or a little bit of space between them, or if it's really feeling pinchy, make them even wider. Okay, so you choose where your feet are. I think mine are off camera. Haha, you'll never know. And on an inhale, we're gonna lift chin, chest, shoulders, feet, kneecaps, point the toes, send the hips towards the feet. You're here for 5 breaths. Feel the inhales rock you back and forth. Think about sending the chest forward, shoulders down the back. Really just strengthening everything here. Everything's engaged. Exhale, release. Release the hands, bring them back under the shoulders so you can push back. We're gonna find a wide-legged down child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat, big toes together. Send the hips back. And of course, arms out, chest down. If this does not feel good, you could just come on your back and enjoy a Shavasana. Or you could just come to a seat and enjoy some quiet meditation. But we're here for 10 breaths. I'll be quiet, and you can just use this time to get heavier and heavier, letting your whole body melt into the mat. Try to release anything that doesn't need to hold on. Maybe coming back to your intention, your heart space, or just finding some quiet, but keep your mind right here on the mat. Feel free to stay in child's pose or join me in a seat and stay in that child's pose all day. That would be my choice. And we'll just close things out. So sitting up tall if you're with me. Bring your hands right to your heart. Just reminding yourself that you worked from that space today, and that even when you leave your mat, you can continue to work from that space. Letting your heart lead you. Whether that means in your posture, sitting up tall, rolling your shoulders back, or if that means in situations with your family or your work, just bringing some extra attention to our heart. And with that, I'm so grateful that you were able to join for yoga, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Namaste.